Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. I think there was just some technical difficulties with the feed of our camera, but now we're back. So, real quick, last time before I realized that the camera had gone down, I was reading the sponsors, so I'm just going to reread them real quick just to make sure get those on the broadcast and remind everyone who supports all of us here at the Regina Activities Network. Mike Jensen and Jamie Venson at Lepic and Kroger Realtors are proud Regina alumni and proud to support Regina activities. Whether you're buying or selling your home, let Mike and Jamie open your doors for you and your family. Beaver Heating and Air reminds you to leave it to Beaver. When you're in need of heating and air, call Beaver Heating and Air. For your next project, visit beaverhvac.com. Go Regals. Regina alum and parent Chris Shooter Lehman with Caldwell Banker Real Estate Professionals is here for all of your real estate needs here in Iowa City and the surrounding area. You can reach Shooter at 319-330-8230 or visit shootershomes.com. JNS Express, North Dodge Express, and Amoco on North Dodge are proud sponsors of Regina activities. Stop by any of their convenient locations for snacks or fuel as you travel to cheer on the Regals. Jill Armstrong team at Skogman Realty are proud to sponsor Regina and the Regina Activities Network. The Jill Armstrong team will treat you like family, making your priorities theirs. You can reach them at 319-631-JILL or at jillarmstrong.com. And with those being read, just some thoughts. Coming into the second half, it's still a beautiful day out on the field. Temperatures remaining around 63, so perfect soccer playing weather. And a sizable crowd here as well, as you guys could probably all hear just being picked up by my mic. A lot of excitement in the air. A lot of fans for both teams. I believe we even saw the Regina Boys Baseball Club come over and cheer on the Regals girls soccer for a little bit as they are now getting to practice. Overall, great gameplay from both teams, I would say, especially on the defensive end for both teams. There's been a lot of opportunities on the offense for both teams, but solid defense combined with great goaltending by Emma Giron and Courtney Kessler have kept both teams out of the scoring column in the first half as it remains scoreless. So with that all being said, I'm going to step away and take a break before the second half gets underway, and then we will be right back into the action. Welcome back, everyone. Looks like we are about ready to get started with the second half here as referees out at midfield with the ball and halftime clock is wound down to 0. Now both teams taking the field. Both teams switching sides now as Regals will be defending from the right side of your screen and will be attacking on the left side of your screen. Definitely going to be necessary for both teams to try to generate a little bit more offense in this half, as first half did remain scoreless, not for the lack of good shots on goal, as I touched on at the halftime break. I think it's just been some staunch defense from both teams, as well as some great goaltending from both goaltenders, both Emma Duran and Courtney Kessler. Both been playing fantastically early in the first half and all throughout the half as well. And now, here we go. Looks like started here. As the Wildcats will start with it. And the Regals definitely going to play a little bit more aggressive straight out of the gate as they're going to press right away. And Wildcats going to have to respond to the pressure. And they do pretty well. As here's Jordan Stewart with it. She passes it off to Lindsay Knight. Now taken out of bounds by Kyla Donnelly. Now Regals with a throw in here. And here we see Natalie Gann taking it pretty deep. Nothing quite there for her, though. But Regals still battling for it here on their side. And kicked out of bounds by Natalie Schott. It's going to net the Wildcats a throw in here. Just near half field. Midfield. And now it's going to be a Regals throw in. Natalie Schott. Natalie Gann now taking it pretty deep into the offensive zone, trying to make something happen. She just got to beat one. Pass it off to the mid. And now Grace Gardy with an opportunity, but cleared by the Wildcats. Now Wildcats going to try to get a little possession here at midfield. And that's going to begin with Layla Muhammad as she tries to pass it up the field, but contested and cleared nicely by Gabby Supel. But here we go. Wildcats with a little bit of an opportunity as now Courtney Kessler kind of caught out of the goal, but she's able to get a little help from her defenders and ball will be cleared out. And here comes Natalie Schott with a throw in here, but it looks like they're going to reverse it, and it's going to be the Wildcats with the ball. So Ellie Mangler here to throw it in for the offensive side of the Wildcats, but quickly intercepted by Natalie Schott. And now Natalie Schott will throw the ball in from out of bounds. Now the Regals able to get a little bit of control here on their defensive end as they try to move the ball up toward midfield. But nicely intercepted by Christina DeRoos of the Wildcats. As now they try to generate a little bit of offense with Jordan Stewart leading the way, trying to get the ball past the defenders. But defenders do a nice job of clearing it straight out of bounds. And here comes another Ellie Mangler throw in. Deep in the offensive zone for the Wildcats. They've had possession of the ball for a good chunk of this first part of the second half so far. But whistle's going to get blown on the throw-in technique, so ball will now be going the way of the Regals. And here comes a throw-in. up the field, but now taken back down by the Wildcats. Now the ball being bounced around here at midfield. But ball will get cleared all the way down now to the defensive zone of the Regals. Now the Regals going to be forced to fish it from deep in their zone, try to take it out. But ball's going to go out of bounds, so possession will go back in the hands of the Wildcats here as now they get a throw in at midfield. And there's the ball. Regals and Wildcats battling for it. And the ball will go out of bounds once again off the Regals. So Wildcats will now get a throw in from pretty deep in their own zone, or from pretty deep in their offensive zone. We'll try to gain a little bit of possession here, but once again, struggling against the staunch defense of the Regals. Regals doing a nice job of playing aggressively on defense so far in this half. As the Wildcats forced to just clear it out of bounds and try to get a little breathing room for themselves, but quick throw in will ensure the breathing room is not that big. But now the Wildcats taking it down the field off a nice pass from Hannah Park, and now we see Jordan Stewart with an opportunity, but great defense there by Gabby Supel will deny her any sort of shot on goal. And now a lot of Regals down on the defensive end, so it's going to be tough for the Wildcats to be able to get anything done here. Going to take a big shot as we see Isabella Steiner taking one and fades just a little bit to the right of the goal and will go out of bounds, so it's going to be a goal kick for the Regals. And here's the kick from the goal box. Straight out to Natalie Schott. She now is going to take it up the field. Gets to Natalie Gann, and now over to Grace Gardy. Grace Gardy trying to maintain possession for the Regals, but cleared out by number 18, Hannah Park of the Wildcats with a nice boot down the field. And with the ball going off the Regals, now Wildcats will get a throw in, and now the ball will go off the Wildcats, and the Regals will get a throw in. And Regals just trying to maintain a little bit of ball possession here at about midfield, but the ball slips out of bounds and throw in. But intercepted by Lillian Simpson. And now going to be a penalty shot for the Wildcats at about midfield. I think there's just a little bit too much contact on the defense of the Regals there, and I think that's what the penalty is going to be. As here comes the kick deep into Regal territory. Now Wildcats, number 22, Isabella Steiner, trying to maintain a little bit of control and get a shot on goal. But a lot of bodies in the way of that, and it's going to be deflected. Now number 19, Layla Muhammad, trying to make something happen, but nice save there by Courtney Kessler. She comes out of the goal, picks it up, punt it, and try to get a possession for the Regals. And here it is. Grace Gardy leading the way with a nice pass up the field to Natalie Gann. But ball taken away by the Wildcats and now dribbled up the field by Addison Miller. Nicely passed to Layla Muhammad and a nice pass out to mid from her to J.C. Mason. But it looks like the Regals defense is going to persevere here and they're going to be able to take it up the field. Nice pass to Grace Gardy here. It looks like she's going to have an opportunity to possibly dribble around this defender and get a shot. Oh, a nice cutback. Let's see if she's got it. And that is going to be a goal for the Regals. A really nice dribble move there by Grace Gardy and a nice shot to follow it up. Beats 2 defenders and the goalkeeper, and that is going to be the Regals on the board. Great defensive possession for the Regals, followed up by a nice dribble up the field by Lillian Simpson, and then just following that. Great kick over the head of the defenders, and nice awareness by Grace Gardy to not go offsides there.